Chase? Everest asked. She was quite surprised to see Chase walking out here. Chase quickly ran across the street to Everest. Hey, what are you doing here? Chase asked and noticed that she was standing by a furniture shop. Maybe she will remember. Jake's in there right now, getting some new blankets and pillows for our cabin, Everest explained. Oh, that's cool, Chase said with a cheerful smile, and Everest smiled back. Anyways, what about you? What are you doing out here? Alone, Everest asked. Oh, I was just taking a walk around the bay. Chase chuckled. Alone? Everest asked alone with a confused expression on her face. Chase didn't really know what to say to that. Well... Chase didn't want to tell Everest what happened, so he decided to lie. Well, the other pups were really busy with other things, so I don't mind, Chase said. What about Ryder? He was busy too, Chase answered quickly. Everest decided to shrug it off and watch the shop, waiting for her owner to come. Hey, we might hit some chops on the way back to our cabin. You want to come along? Everest asked. Chase seemed a little surprised. Usually the pups wouldn't ask Chase to join them or something like that. Chase will usually ask to come or play with them, and they will always say yes. Sure, I'll like that, Chase replied, and both pups smiled and waited for Jake to come out. The silence between them was really awkward, so one of them tried to start up a conversation to pass the time. So, what's going on at the lookout? Everest asked. Sky is fixing up her helicopter, and Chase quickly remembered that it will make the other pups look bad if they were playing without him. Zuma and Wubble are helping Ryder getting stuff at the gear shop, while Mantra and Rocky are with Sky, trying to figure out what was wrong with the helicopter, Chase explained. So then, why aren't you helping? Everest asked. Chase began to sweat because he wasn't expecting that question. Well, Luckily, Jake walked out of the doors with bags in his hands, saving Chase without knowing it. Hey, Everest, and Chase? Jake said, surprised to see Chase there with Everest. Hey, Jake, how's it going? Chase asked with a grin on his face. It's been going good, little dude. How have you been? Jake returned the question with a grin on his face also. I've been doing great. I kind of went to Everest today, and she asked me if I could hang out with you and her for some time. Is that cool with you? Chase asked, making sure he wasn't interrupting anything. Of course, dude. Come on, I think we're getting some food right now, Jake said, and both Everest and Chase cheered. But on the inside, he was broken down even more, that Jake and Everest had probably thought also. A few minutes have passed, both Chase and Everest and Jake have finished eating at Mr. Porter's cafe. Both of them walk out with smiles on their faces. Man, how does he do it? I want to learn his recipe, Jake said. Well, as they say, a chef never reveals his recipe, Everest said, and both Everest and Jake laughed, and Chase just grinned. Anyways, what do you guys want to do next? Jake asked the two pups. I actually want to head back to the lookout to see the pups again, Everest said, which was true, but there were another certain pup she was wanting to meet back at the lookout. Okay, that sounds cool. See you in a bit, Jake said, and watched Everest run off, but quickly noticed that Chase wasn't running with her. He looked back down to see Chase sitting there. Do you want to head back too? Jake asked. I do, but it seems like you can use a helping hand, Chase said as he graduated behind Jake towards the large pile of pillows and blankets. Yeah, I could use a helping hand. Thanks, dude, Jake thanked. No problem, Chase grinned, and both of them walk over the pile and start loading them in Jake's car. Hey guys, Everest said with a cheerful grin. Everest! All the pups yelled out and ran over to her. Everest had already made it back to the lookout and she was swarmed by the pups. It's great to see you guys again, Everest said. It's great to see you too, Everest, Montrose said excitedly, but also with a light blush, which made Everest giggle. We didn't know you were going to come today, Sky said, which was surprised but also very happy. Well, I happened to be shopping with Jake today, so I figured I'd stop by, Everest said. Say, where is Jake? Ryder asked as he walked over to the pups. Oh, I think he's loading up his car with a lot of pillows and blankets that he bought, Everest explained. Why do you need blankets and pillows? Rocky asked. Everest then deadpan at him. You seriously don't remember? Feathers off the pillows were torn and blankets were used as a robe as the pups, including Everest, were playing tug of war and pillow fights on a sleepover at Jake's cabin. You guys somehow managed to get all the feathers off a pillow with one huge hit, Everest said, which made the pups blush in embarrassment, but them all laughed together. Anyways, let's go play until you have to go back, Montrose suggests, and Everest agreed, making all the pups cheer. Ryder watched the pups walking away to play with a smile on his face. But then his facial expression changed and he realized that someone was missing among the pups. He had a question unstuck in his mind. Where's Chase? Phew, those bags were heavy. Thanks a lot though, Chase. You were a real help. Jake thanked Chase once again. Hey, it's what we do. Anyways, I'll head back to the lookout too. Ryder is probably wondering where I am, Chase said. Alright, see you later, little man. Jake said goodbye and drove off, leaving Chase alone, and Chase turned the other direction and began to walk back towards the lookout. Achoo! Chase sneezed as he rubbed his nose. Excuse me. He was surprised that he just sneezed. There were no flowers, feathers, or anything that he was allergic to that made him sneeze. Is someone talking about me? Chase thought to himself, but then he shrugged it off as he focused back on walking to the lookout. But little did he know, there was someone talking about him. No group of pups talking about him. Chase returned to the lookout, and he already could tell something was off. He didn't see Sky fixing up a copter. He didn't see the pups playing soccer. And he didn't see Everest. It was quiet. Too quiet. Pups? Chase called out, waiting a response from anyone, but none come. No response has come. Then he suddenly heard laughter coming from far off distance. Chase slowly walked behind the lookout, but hid behind a wall silently so he wouldn't be seen. He then saw the pups walk out of the bushes, laughing, talking to each other. He was so confused as to why, but then he noticed them walking towards the lookout after they went in. Chase's pup tag rang. Hey, Chase, Ryder called. Yeah, Ryder, sir? Chase responded. Where are you? I didn't see you with the other pups, Ryder asked in a worried tone. I'm outside of the lookout. I couldn't come because I was helping Jake. Chase chuckled. Oh, well, that's good. Anyways, come to the lookout along with the rest of the pups. I got some important news, Ryder explained and left the call. Chase nodded his head and headed inside the lookout when he walked through the sliding doors and saw that everybody was already in the elevator waiting for Chase. But they were so focused talking to each other so much that they didn't notice Chase was walking inside the elevator. They had now been sent up to their uniforms and jumped in their usual positions. Paw Patrol ready for action, Ryder, sir. Chase did his usual introduction. Everybody then noticed they wasn't in their suits. Action without our suits. Chase nervously laughed along with the pups, making Ryder laugh too. Thanks for coming, pups. And yeah, this is an emergency, but some good news, Ryder said. Oh, what's the good news? Montrose asked, wagging his tail. Ooh, is it food? Wubble asked with stars in his eyes, making everyone laugh. Sorry, but no, Wubble, Waddle chuckled. It's actually something else. For the next 2 days, we'll be having a day off. Waddle said, and every pup gasped at first silence, but then turned to cheering. They began jumping up and down. Woohoo! This is awesome! No work for 2 days, let's go! The pups then stopped cheering and turned back to Waddle. Wait, but we don't usually get days off. Why the next 2? Chase asked. Now all the pups were wondering. Chase is right. The pups won't usually get a day off, unless they've been working a lot more than usual. They worked so much one day that Waddle decided to do something fun with the pups and go skydiving, but Marshall wanted to stay at the lookout because he was afraid of heights. And basically he took every role in the Paw Patrol during that time too. You pups work hard every day, tiring yourself, so I think it's a good thing we do get a little break every once in a while. So we're gonna take the next 2 days just to rest and do something fun. So you guys are free to do whatever you want, Waddle said with a cheerful smile. All the pups looked at each other, but then smiled at their owner. Well, in that case, I'm gonna stop packing, Rocky said, and walk over to the elevator, which made everyone confused. Where are we going? Zimmer asked. I'm gonna visit my family tomorrow. It's been a while since I seen them, Rocky said. Now that I think about it, I haven't visited my family yet. I might as well pay them a visit too, Everett said. Same here. I actually been wanting to visit my mom and dad, Marshall said with a paw on his chin. Yeah, me too. It's been a while since I had an eating competition with my dad, Bubba said, and then went to the elevator to pack. I haven't seen my folks in summer, so I'll see how they're holding up, Zimmer said as he walked towards the elevator. I miss my family. I think spending time with them would be great for a 2-day break, Sky said. Now your pups mention it, I haven't visited my family yet in a few months, so I think this will be an adventure vacation. Waddle chuckled while making quotes with his fingers. Want to help each other pack, Everest? Sky asked, and Everest looked at her with a smile. Sure, sounds great, Everest asked. Wait, who's going to look after the lookout? Marshall asked. Everybody coolly stopped and looked at each other. Marshall is right. They need someone to look after this place. Chase could see in the pups' faces that they really don't want to stay and have been wanting to visit their families for a long time. Chase mentally sighed as he placed on a cool smile on his face. I'll stay. Everyone looked over at Chase with slight shock written over their faces. Chase was smiling like he was okay with it. Are you sure, Chase? Don't you want to visit your family? Marshall asked while placing a paw on his best friend's shoulder. Chase didn't show it, but he cringed at the question. You guys know. Chase chuckled in his mind. Sure, I'll be fine. My parents are really busy, so I can't really see them right now. Chase chuckled, even a lie like that was heard that Chase to say. The pups looked at each other, but then realized on that days like this, Chase would usually stay at the lookout, and he always didn't mind to. Why did they worry? Alright, Chase, we'll see you later, Marshall said, and walked up to the pups, say goodbye to Chase, and the elevator went down. Now the pups were packing to visit their families. Chase turned around to see Ryder look at him with a worry in his expiration. Are you sure you want to be in charge again? I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you here alone. Plus, you also need a break, Ryder said. He noticed that Chase will usually look after the lookout and will make sure it's on tip-top shape. But even that is really a thing. Well, it's not like I have a family to go back to anyways, Chase said, realizing he was laying his smacks down, then grinned at a worried Ryder. But don't worry, I'll be fine, Chase once again said. Of course Ryder doesn't believe Chase's answer, but he doesn't want to push him even further. You know, you're going to have to tell them one day, Ryder said as he kneeled down and patted Chase's head. Chase ignoring what Rito said and still grinning at his owner. I'll be fine, Chase said with a light smile. Rito sighed and smiled at the German Shepherd. What a good pup, Rito whispered to him and then walked downstairs to pack up to visit his family, leaving the German Shepherd all alone. They really forgot, Chase whispered to himself, holding back the tears. Only one night away until Chase becomes completely alone.